Welcome back to the Elyse DeLucci Show. I am Elyse, and welcome to my living room in Manhattan. How are you doing? How are you? Fact of the day, okay? Well, let me say episode 52. We don't need to always tell the episode, do we? I don't know. But here's the fact of the day. McDonald's is the world's largest toy distributor, thanks to their Happy Meals. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that they're still giving toys in the Happy Meals. And really? That's the largest toy distributor? Like, let me get this straight. With all of the other toy companies, LOL dolls, all these little shitty unicorn puffy things come out of eggs and explosion thing. That's you make the most toys. Really? For an LOL doll egg, you must know what these things are, right? There's about 10,000 little toys inside of this egg. It's the gift that keeps on giving. One toy comes with like 10 little shitty plastic pieces. But McDonald's, you're the big... Okay, fine. I can't tell you the last time I had a Happy Meal from McDonald's or bought one for my kids. Actually, that's not true. I can. Excuse me. In the beginning of this whole pandemic business, the only thing that was open maybe like last May was a McDonald's drive-thru, and I took them there. And I got them a Happy Meal. I don't remember there being a toy, though. I thought McDonald's was trying to lower their expenses, and they just do paper puzzles and shit like that. But I remember growing up. Oh, God. Going to McDonald's, oh, my God. That's like getting a winning lottery ticket as an adult, Going to McDonald's growing up. Oh, boy. First of all, my mother took me to the McDonald's, the play place. I think there was a play place, the McDonald's, the play place on Highland Boulevard in Staten Island. Oh, boy, that was a treat. And then to get the Happy Meal, and there was always one of 4 toys, like maybe a DuckTales or something, and to go get one of these toys, it was great. I don't actually think DuckTales was after my time. I think it was like getting the Hamburglar figurine. I actually had a babysitter. Her name was Anita. It was really my sister's babysitter because we're 4.5 years apart, my middle sister, but it was her babysitter, but I would always go. And this babysitter, Anita, she was an older woman. And Anita used to collect McDonald's toys. I have to tell my sister about this episode, so she just to hear this one part. But Anita used to collect McDonald's toys. We'd go to Anita's house, and her entire break front, she had a break front, a china cabinet, filled with McDonald's toys. For a child, do you know what this is like? As an adult, I took the girls to the Met a couple weeks ago, I think I told you, to go see the British Teapots exhibit. Now, for an adult... Now, my kids, of course, my kids, they want to see porcelain British teapots or whatever. They're the exception. But for adults to go to a museum and see china cabinets filled of gorgeous painted rare porcelain, oh, my God, the heart explodes. But as a kid, you're going to some grandmother's house who happens to be a babysitter, and you see this big old china cabinet in her dining room, and it's filled with McDonald's toys. It's like your head popped off. It's like you don't even know what to think, Anita was funny, by the way. She was funny because she didn't always collect these toys herself. She used to find them on the floor. And this woman, she wasn't like a pauper or anything. It was just her thing. It was, for whatever reason, it was just her thing. This is like my friend. My mother has not my friend, my mother's friend, I should say. My mother has a friend who collects Mickey Mouse things. Her whole house is Mickey Mouse. I've never been in this house. I've never been to her house. But her whole house is Mickey everything. Mickey figurines, Mickey this, Mickey that. She's one of these Disney-obsessed ladies. She's the nicest woman. But I would imagine for her grandkids, when they go to her house, they go into her house and they see Mickey explosions everywhere. They can't believe the luck that they have. That was like Anita with Happy Meal toys. She wound up passing away. And what happens out of this prized collection of toys? To be honest, the family probably should have given it back to McDonald's or something. They probably could have sold it on eBay. I actually wonder, are Happy Meal toys worth money after a period of time? Come on. The Hamburglar, what were they giving that out in 83? That has to be worth some money now. I don't even know if kids today know what the Hamburglar is. I used to get the Hamburglar confused with the Count from, Muppets. Was it Muppets? Yeah, it was Muppets. Anywho, so, of course we're talking about McDonald's because, of course, I'm about to mention my diet, which is intermittent fasting, which is going fine, but I don't love it, but it's going fine. I told you about it last week. I'm doing it. So now I've gotten into the regular thing. So the cadence. I was trying 12 hours of no eating and then the rest of the time eating. And then I went up to 14. Now I'm at 16 hours. That's the regular diet. 16 hours of no eating, sleeping included. Very important to mention. And then 8 hours of eating. So that's where I'm at. It's going fine. What I'm struggling with is in the 8 hours. It's not like I'm dying for food when the 8 hours come, because in the 16 hours, I think I told you, you're allowed to drink water, you're allowed to drink coffee. But in the 8 hours, when the 8 hours come, psychologically, I just want to go ham in my pantry. I want everything in my pantry. Like the other day, I took out, this is really an embarrassment, but it's fine. I took out a piece of cheese from my refrigerator. Boar's head, cheddar cheese, sliced thin, just how I liked it. I took it out. I took the Nutella. I smeared some Nutella right on the cheese. I took the cheese with the smeared Nutella on top. I wrapped it around a pretzel rod. That's disgusting. This is me. Oh, it's like a diet. My kid's like, Mommy, what are you doing? I'm just like, leave me alone. That's the problem. Psychologically, I'm like, I'm not eating for 16 hours. When the bell rings and it's my eating time, I must eat everything. I'm not eating like Ruffles and, French onion dip. Well, those sounds mighty good. And nothing really, there's that can of Utz French onion dip. You could get it. It's really junky. You could get it in the potato chip aisle. Oh, God. I love that. You know what else I love? I love Tostitos with the nacho cheese, like queso, like a mild queso. Oh, God. Oh, God. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. So now this is going to be in my head. After I finish this podcast, I'm definitely going to go on Amazon Fresh, and I'm going to probably Instacart, because they'll deliver it in 6 hours. 6 hours. What am I talking about? 2 hours. See, I'm all confused with the hours and the eating. They'll deliver this. I'm going to order. I know I'm going to order. I'm going to wind up ordering Tostitos with a hint of lime and some queso dip, because I'm disgusting, and because that's exactly what I should be eating in the 8 hours of eating time. So I wound up going on my scale the other day. It broke. Of course it broke. It totally broke. I got on the scale. It was like, it said 0, 0, 0, 0. I was like, oh, I wish. So I had to get a new battery for the scale. I get the new battery for the scale. I put the new battery in the thing, and then and you know what the scale is telling me? It's telling me I'm 10 pounds over my already high weight. I said, there's no way. This has to be wrong. So now I'm walking around the house carrying the scale all over my house to find a spot where it's going to tell me that I'm skinny. I found the spot. It was in a closet on my wall-to-wall leopard carpeting in my living room. I have an area in my living room I call the library. It's not a library. It's a closet with the door off. But, one can dream. I took the door off of a closet in my living room, and I put shelves and a chandelier, and I call it a library. It's very chic. So I'm carrying this scale all around my house, and I finally, I'm putting it all over every few feet I'm walking, I'm putting the scale down, dropping it down, jumping on. I go into the library. I put the scale on. It was like 17 pounds less than what it was in the bathroom. I was like, oh, Mama, I'm home. I actually think I just need to get a new scale. But to make matters worse, I went bathing suit shopping. I talked about this on TikTok for 5 seconds. I went bathing suit shopping. I have news about a Florida news, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But I'm going to Florida. Well, I could say I'm going to Florida, and I wanted to get a bathing suit. So because last year I needed bathing suits, and the world shut down, so there was no bathing suits. Now I'm not somebody that needs a new bathing suit every year, but having had children, not terribly long ago. My body just keeps changing, and I needed a new suit. So last year I tried to get a couple. I ordered on Amazon. They took 1,000 years to get here. The fabric was disgusting. It gave me camel toe. The whole thing was a horror. So so this year I said, last year I said to myself, next year I'm going to go in March. I'm going to get a bathing suit, because I don't want to happen. What happened last year was wait till the summer. As if I have places to go, by the way, like a pool or a beach to go to. But I'm going to Florida now. I'm going at the end of March, and I decide, oh, shit, I need a bathing suit. So I look online. I can't really tell. So I decide I'm going to go to a fancy store, and I was going to go to Bergdorf Goodman in Manhattan, which is absurd. One of the world's most expensive department stores. But you know what? Fuck it. I wasn't really going to buy something. I just wanted to go and see. It doesn't even, actually, that's not true. If I want to go buy a bathing suit and I want to buy a bathing suit for the same price as my monthly grocery deliveries, that's fine. It wouldn't be the most crazy thing that a woman has done before. Please. I mean, after I had my babies, I had to go to some ridiculously fancy store, and I had to buy a pair of ridiculously fancy flat shoes because I was going back to work and I needed to make my new mother debut. Do you know how ridiculous that was?
We're committing our career services to you for life, whether you're actively pursuing.
All of a sudden, I'm recording this podcast, and the horror of horrors, I have some web browser open, behind my podcast software, and an ad starts to play. I can't with these ads. I just can't. I don't even remember what I was saying. I was just so verklempt trying to figure that shit out. Anyway. Oh, I know what I was saying. After I gave birth to one of my daughters, I had to go to a store and buy fancy shoes to make my big new mother debut back in the office. Yeah, that was real smart. My foot was a whole size bigger. That's exactly what I should have been doing the Friday after I had a baby, was buying a new pair of fancy shoes. I probably couldn't afford. But anyway, so I'm like, I need a bathing suit. I don't care how much it is. I am going to Bergdorf Goodman, the store of all stores, and I'm going to come home with a beautiful suit. Something that's magical, that's automatically going to make me 20 pounds lighter. I went to Saks. It was a horror show. It was a effing horror show. First of all, the bathing suit section was very small. And I don't know if it's because it's still too early in the season or, no one's producing bathing suits, but I couldn't get a decent bathing suit there. Nothing was working for me. That's the first thing. Nothing was working. I took every bathing suit they had. There was about, 25 bathing suits. I took all of them. I went right in the dressing room. Well, all the ones that were decent for a mother's body. None of these like tiny little string bikinis. I can't wear that anymore. I took the ones for mother's bodies. I took them into the fitting room. I didn't even care how much they cost. I tried them all on. The lady was banging on the door so many times in the fitting room. Miss, you okay? Miss, you okay? Miss. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm trying on bathing suits. I have 25 in here, and I'm also having a nervous breakdown on the bench, having a snack. Please leave me alone. Oh my God, it was horrible. Let me tell you what all I was looking for. This is all I wanted and I couldn't find. And if you know that this exists, please message me. I wanted a two-piece suit, a two-piece bathing suit. I want the bottoms to come up high. I want them high to cover my belly button because my belly button is disgusting. My belly button, it looks hollow and there's stretch marks over my belly button. And I want this, so I need this shit covered. I want this shit covered. I want the belly button covered, and I want the material to be very, thick and stretchy to suck me in further, and I want a high leg, a French cut leg. My legs are good. I want a high leg. I want a high waist bikini with a French cut leg. You just said, couldn't even find this. I don't even know. Some of these bathing suits, the French cut was so French cut that then you see section scars start showing. Honestly, you just can't win. You just can't win. And by the way, when the hell do bathing suits get to be this price? Okay, when? Because I was expecting going into Saks, all these stores, whatever, Bloomingdale's was way more reasonably priced. But, Saks, Bergdorf, I thought, okay, I'm walking in, I know I'm going to see these bathing suits for $300, $350, whatever. The bathing suits were $500, $550. I tried on a bathing suit for $700. $700! For a bathing suit. But listen, if it was going to make me 100 pounds thinner, that's great. But I'm kidding. But I would never buy that. But it was $700. So I see this bathing suit, one-piece suit. It was French cut. It was like a zebra pattern with rhinestones, like jewel encrusted around the boob area. And then it had a matching, buy separately, silk, like thin silk sheer kimono, floor length robe trimmed in jewels. Also like the zebra, leopard, whatever the pattern was, animal pattern. This robe was $1,200. I am not kidding you. I am not. In the bathing suit was the $700, whatever the hell it was. I just thought, what the hell? This is where Kathy Hilton shops. Clearly, this is where she shops because I don't know anybody that buys stuff like this. I do not know. But, I was able to have my Cinderella moment. I took it in the dressing room. I tried it on. It was great. I mean, I don't care that it looks like I should be 80 and retiring in Boca in this thing. But it didn't do overall, though, the net, it did not do the body magic that I needed it to do. So I need a bathing suit. Anywho, Florida news coming in a moment. But after bathing suit shopping, I took my ass right to Peloton on Madison Avenue, and I bought myself a bike. I will let you know how that goes. The bike is coming mid-May. A lot of my sister has this bike. I have a few friends that have this bike. My girlfriend Stephanie got this bike. Everybody I know, well, not everybody, a lot of people I know got this bike. They all made the investment. Most of them are mothers. They don't give a shit. It's the Nordic track of 2020, 2021. Everybody wants the bike. The Body by Jake of 2021. So this bike is ridiculously expensive. But I said to myself, I'm so desperate. One, I want the mental health to, go up. I need that, okay? I don't feel like going outside and doing exercise. I can. I live by Central Park. I could do exercise if I want. I just don't want to do it. I want to go into a class. I'm more motivated by a class. So I told myself, if I get the bike, I'll do exercise. What did my doctor say? My therapist is like, promise me whatever you do, you are not going to say you're going to do exercise when you get the bike. That's exactly what I did. Sorry. You want to know what? So sue me. I don't care. I'm desperate. I had an app on my phone. I was trying to do leg exercises, stomach crunches on the floor of my thing. I bought an $80 rowing machine on Amazon at the beginning of the pandemic. That was a miserable experience. Note to self, don't even bother wasting your money. The brand was like Sunny Fitness or something. It was on back order. It finally came. I told myself I was going to be a rower but not get the wide shoulders, the V back, because of course that's how much rowing I was going to do. I was planning on rowing. I was so much that I was going to be able to join the Olympic swim team. That's exactly what I thought. You see how crazy this is? I thought, I'm going to get the rowing machine, but whatever you do, Elyse, don't row too much, because if you row too much, you're going to get that big V back shape. I was telling one of my girlfriends, she's like, do you really think you're going to bring in the rowing machine and that's how much you're going to row? You're going to row so much that you're going to rip through your t-shirts? Like, get over yourself. You're going to go on once and it's going to go in the basement, which is exactly where it is. But I have, the Peloton is coming. I hope it's good. I got it, though, because they have a 30-day total refund. So I said, you know what? If I get it and it's too much of a monstrosity and it can't fit nicely in my living room, it's already going to be an eyesore. Or if after day 10 it becomes a clothes hanger, I'm going to just take, or if I don't really use it, I'm just going to take it right back. They will take it back, pick it up. So that's what I'm doing. Now, at the end of this month, I am going to go to Naples, Florida. I am excited. My mother has a place in Naples. She goes down there all the time, and she does whatever she does. People do in Naples. They go to the beach. They play mahjong. They, have cocktail parties with their other retired or near retiree friends. And I am going down there to do stand-up. If you are I'm going to stay with my mom and my grandmother. Hopefully I'll get some good content there. But if you are in the Naples area, or if you know anybody in the Naples area, invite them to come out. I'm going to be there at the last week in March. I'm going to be, I don't have all dates, but I have one date. I'm opening for Mike Marino at a club in Naples. I'll get you the details when it's final. I don't even think it's public yet, but here I am, just probably talking too much when I shouldn't. Oh, well, it's part of my charm. But so I'm going to be down there, and I would love for you or your friends to come out and say hi and see me. God, I could use some socialization. You know what I'm saying? But I am excited. The trip, I was saying I was going to go down to Florida for a while and do some stand-up because the clubs there are open and everything is on. And it just so happens that my mother was going down with my grandmother, and I'm hitting a few birds with one stone, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. So, I'm going to be rusty, of course, but that is part of the situation after being in a global pandemic all year. So, that's my news. So I need a bathing suit for Florida. And by the way, if you know stores in Florida in Naples where I can get a bathing suit, let me know. Honestly, maybe the TJ Maxx down there will have some stuff. The TJ Maxx by my house had nothing. And you know what? If anything, I'll just wear effing sheet. I'll wear one of those T-shirts that have the spray painted skinny girl with the bathing suit on it over my body. Let me say, I have to say, in terms of the weight situation, I'm not complaining. I am not obese. I am not, greatly overweight. the thing is that when the clothes come up, so that's the problem. For bedroom, activity, candlelight or moon. Thank you very much. That's how it goes. Candlelight or moon. But and during the day in clothes, I'm fine. You give me a good pair of Lululemon leggings. You give me a nice bra, a black tank, a sweater over, a denim jacket, a cute pair of sneakers. I'm looking fabulous. Big hoops, my name in them. Oh, I'm looking like $1 million. But in a bathing suit, naked, in underwear, I'd rather die. I'd rather die because after you have kids, this is what the situation is. My boyfriend told me that he's dating. How hilarious. He used to date girls. He had some girls that he would date that he used to date a couple girls that didn't want to have kids because they didn't want to ruin their bodies. I said, I don't even know people like that. And I apologize if you're one of them. I said, I don't even know people like that. That sounds like the most selfish thing I've ever heard. I don't want to have kids because I don't want to ruin my body. How vain do you have to be? I knew exactly what having kids was going to do to my body. They were going to claw through me and it was going to leave leopard marks, tiger scratches all over my figure for the rest of my life. But and it was worth it. But now I have to find ways to, one, hide them, and two, get the cellulite to go away from the eating, the sitting, the pregnancies. It's just not working. When I was out and about, I went uptown. I was downtown. When I got back uptown, I was around 59th Street, and the Victoria's Secret on 59th Street in Lex, I don't know if you know it closed, which I knew. H&M was also over there, closed. That closed in the beginning of the pandemic, but also closed on that block. It's a big corner. It's on one corner it's Bloomingdale's, on the other corner it's Victoria's Secret. On the west. The southwest corner, it's a Gap and Banana, closed. And on another corner, it's H&M. All closed. Closed. For rent signs in the window. This is the state of Manhattan, if you were curious. I found this website, if you want to really be a nut job and diagnose your own personality disorder, which, of course, I had a field day with. It's called minddiagnostics.org, mind-diagnostics.org. It actually is a great website. You know how many times I've Googled through the years, quizzes, am I this, am I that, quiz, whatever it was, and I was reading something, probably on Psychology Today, where I do most of my insanity work, and this website popped up, and it was like, diagnose your personality disorder, fun, and I was like, oh, it sounds like a great idea. So I did it, and it was actually, I did it. I did all of them. There's like 1,000 of them. It's like, are you a psychopath? Are you a sociopath? Are you a narcissist? Are you bipolar? Or do you have an eating disorder? Are you lazy? It was like 1,000 things. Now I don't have any of these things. I know I don't. I have a shrink. He tells me, he's like, Elyse, the fact that you think you are all these things means you are not. He's like, it's the people that say they're not. That's where they have nothing wrong with them. But I did have a good time. The website's good because I did it on my phone, and it's like about 10 questions, and it tells you, of course. It's like, oh, you are a 5 out of 10 of being a sociopath. And I'm like, great. In the real estate section, when I was having my coffee this morning, there were some houses, pretty houses. You could just do all that daydreaming, that porn daydreaming. But these houses, the taxes, $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year. Who the hell is paying that? Who the hell is paying that? Honestly, especially after all the shit that we went through. Do you really think that's a good idea? You really think it's a good idea? We're so many American people, they're unemployed. Who has job security? Who doesn't have job security? I mean, the whole world shut down. The markets are a joke. I mean, and you think what's a great idea is to buy a house with $40,000, $50,000 a year taxes. Honestly, I couldn't think of anything worse. You know why? Because then you got to get this big house. And then you got to heat the house. And you got to cool it. And who's cutting the grass? I mean, really? Also, right after, of course, these monstrosities that were for sale, gorgeous monstrosities, was the list of what apartment hunters in Manhattan want. It made me laugh because the most wanted home amenities. And if you don't live in an apartment in the city, you will laugh because these things are very desirable. The first on the list, can you guess what the first thing on the list is? What homeowners want? Manhattan homeowners. Or renters and apartment owners. What they want. What's their biggest thing? Number 1, washer dryer. In the unit, in the apartment. 2 pets allowed. 3 elevator. 4 doorman. 5 dishwasher. 6 laundry in the building, 7 private outdoor space, 8 gym. I'm not going to read you the whole list. But number 1, in-unit washer and dryer. When I have a washer and dryer in my apartment, I will know I have made it. I will get on my soapbox on all the platforms. I will be on the stage and I will take a bow. Ladies and gentlemen, I have arrived. I have a stackable washer dryer in my unit. Let me tell you something. You can actually have a washer dryer in my apartment that I live in now. They allow it. My building allows it, which is not so common. However, you think I want to give up a closet to put a washer dryer? What are you kidding me? I have laundry in the basement. I'm more than happy to do my laundry in the basement. I am not going to forego a closet. I have a beautiful pantry in my kitchen. Some people that have apartments in this building, they've taken the kitchen pantry. They've made it a storage closet, or they've made it a laundry room. I have no interest. Food, more important than washer dryer in the house. I'll just do it in the basement. I thought you'd appreciate. Oh, man. Well, I'm really excited about Florida. I got to tell you. I'll be doing TikToks down there. I will be doing some comedy. Hopefully, I will be decent. I am, like I said, rusty. I have been practicing. I do these online shows. Product of the week. Let me tell you, I saw this. I'm not getting this. It's ridiculous. I saw it, and one of my friends has it, and I just thought it was adorable, but it's ridiculous because my kids would play with it. You know the brand Elyse? Alessi. It's a Italian. It's an Italian brand. They make beautiful, like, little home furnishings, not furnishings, it's really just like accoutrement for your home. Little decor, plates, tchotchkes, everything's super high design. It's a lot modern, but really fun. You know, the Italians. They do all these playful things. Anyway, great design, such high style. They have a toilet bowl brush, because of course, this is what we talk about. McDonald's toys, toilet bowl brushes, fat bathing suits. They have a toilet bowl brush that is shaped like a plant, and the bottom of the brush is a terracotta pot. It looks like that, and then the actual handle of the toilet bowl brush is a big green like stem, like a weed kind of thing. It's $62, and I thought it's so adorable. But that would be the day that I put something that looks like a plastic plant in my bathroom. I'll have my kids running around with a shitty toilet bowl brush all over the house, and I would die. But it is cute, and I do think it makes for a very cute housewarming gift should you have to buy one. I am asking you for a product review. If you know of a brand of bathing suits that makes this high-waisted bathing suit, French cut, or just a good brand. I know there's like the somersaults, and there's like this PQ brand. You know, I'm just desperate. Let me know. Message me. I'm dying to find a suit. And I've been on Alibaba and all that kind of stuff. And by the way, I know about Miracle Suit. The problem is with Miracle Suit, all I'm going to say is that, listen, that fabric really does suck you in. But sometimes the styles are like just not great. I don't want to wear a floral one piece with ruching in the front and a skirt, okay? I don't want to, nor do I want to wear a one piece with like boy shorts so then I could have thighs that are like practically touching when I'm walking. Please. It's just a horror. Quote of the day by Joan Rivers, my favorite. Keeping with theme, on the Vanna White diet, you only eat what you can spell. Hilarious. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Elyse DeLucci Show. That is it for today's episode. I hope you tell your friends about this show and they can subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Subscribe to the podcast. Keep in touch. We just launched a website, theelysedeluccishow.com. I'm currently redoing my other website, which is currently a horror, elysedelucci.com. But follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Let me know if you're going to be in Naples, Florida. And definitely bathing suit recommendations. I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.